Hey guys, Brant Mayberry here with BeFit, the fat loss specialist. I wanted to come to you with some good ideas here during the pandemic. Number one being fasting. If you guys have never fasted, if you're looking at getting into fasting, if you've already been fasting, if you don't know what fasting is and you're not sure why it's a concept and why people pay money to understand this concept of not eating, it's 2020. And here's why you should be fasting. Let's say that you get up at 7 a.m. and you have your breakfast at 8 and you eat your breakfast and you eat a snack and then you eat your lunch, let's say around 1 or 2, and then you have a snack and then you have a dinner. That's 3 to 5 opportunities to overeat, and you're in a 12-hour feeding window, which is generally fine because you're busy and you're at work. And the only way we can all not think about food is by being busy and staying busy. It just so happens that many of us have a problem with wanting fish tacos, guacamole, bacon, some of my favorite things, all the time when I'm bored. So what you need to do is fast, and here's why. Fasting decreases that feeding window. So if you fasted, got up at 7, fasted till noon, and then ate, and ate at noon, you probably, if you ate right, wouldn't be hungry until your dinner meal. But let's say you did 3 meals. You started at noon, you had a snack or a light dinner at 4, and then let's say you had another snack or a other half a dinner at 8. That's still 3 meals, but you shortened that feeding window to 8 hours. What happens is your body's going to adapt to that hunger. And right now, you're so used to being busy all day, and you're not, that you're bored. You're bored, so you're thinking about food, so you're hungry all the time. And I know for a fact, fasting for 3 years, I can go 18, 20, 24 hours really before I get hungry. So that's lesson number 1 in fasting. And why you should be fasting is because fasting is really good during a famine or a pandemic when you don't have access to a lot of food. You shouldn't be eating and drinking more now that you're at home and stuck at home. You should be understanding, learning, and realizing what real human potential is with fasting and with other things like your health. Number 2 is already incredibly convenient to your schedule. You're so used to going to work and being busy that if you weren't hungry, you could keep yourself busy throughout the day and not eat until the afternoon. Last night and yesterday, I didn't eat until 7 p.m. I did my workout around 5, shot some film, and made some new content. And so when I ate at 7, I ate a pretty light supper because although was ravenously hungry, I didn't eat all day. And so I got full very fast. And I got so full very fast that I didn't eat much after that. And so I was very, very low on calories yesterday because of fasting, but I wasn't hungry until 5 or 6 p.m. You won't poop as much. How about that? If you don't poop as much, guess what you don't need as much of? The toilet paper you hoarded from Costco from every other person that needed some. And so yeah, you won't poop as much. So if you want to learn how to fast more, if you're not fasting and you want to get into it, if you don't think you should fast, you should change that mindset and look into the fasting stuff I'm about to tell you about right now. You should go to www.befit.org and look at the Be Fasted guide. So the Be Fasted guide's on there. It teaches you everything about how to fast from anywhere from 12 hours to 24 hours all the way up to 72 hours if you want. And then I have a Fasting 101 blog, and I will try to link that somewhere, wherever the hell that this goes onto social media. And so that'll get you into the fasting techniques. Now, if you've never fasted before, the number one thing I'm going to tell you, and the number one thing that my clients experience is intense hunger because they're used to eating breakfast. So let's just say you were going to fast 20 hours, but you've never fasted before, and you wanted to eat really bad at 14 hours. Guess what? You never fasted before. 14 hours is a pretty long time. So what I recommend for most people and for all of my clients, if you're going to get into fasting, and right now you should, is you're used to not eating for 8 hours. That's when you're sleeping. And you're used to eating right when you get up. So if that 7 a.m. schedule, you get up at 7 and you want to eat at 8, wait until 10 and then eat. And then go to the next day, wait till 10. And then the next day, wait till 12. Start with trying to make it 11 or 12 hours. After 11 or 12 hours of not eating for a few days, then you go to 14. And then you can go to 16. Now, most research, and depending on your goals and your lifestyle, says that 12 to 16 hours of fasting is just fine for all of the benefits that it can possibly have. Doing Anything more than that is extra. Is helpful for weight loss. It is helpful for curbing hunger. It is helpful for energy levels. It is helpful for so many things. And I look forward to helping you get into fasting. I look forward to having you read the blog, having you check out the PDF that I have on befit.org, and getting all the information you possibly can. Because during this time, you don't want to be gaining a ton of weight because you don't know what to do with your time. Start fasting, maintain your weight, or even lose weight.